Welcome to Logitech R1 Tech. In today's video, we'll take a look if I managed to find a replacement for this mouse. Now this one was used for gaming. I still do use it. So I wanted a mouse that is cheaper than the Logitech G305, but that is also wireless. So the Logitech, I believe, well, it costs about 50 euros, dollars. I want the mouse to be cheaper than that. And it also needs to have a good sensor. And the mouse that I found was this one, VXE. Now the Amazon listing says it's $36. I believe it was lower than that just the day before. You can buy it on AliExpress. Now the one that I bought was a bit over 18, but the same store now sells it for 26. But I don't know if I got some kind of a deal. But in any case, what we can do is go to Keepa, go to Amazon US and search for the VXE mouse R1 SE, and I believe it was plus, SE plus, and as you can see, yeah, it was 28, or it is supposed to be 28, and somehow the lowest price was $7. Interesting. And yeah, this one is $28. I do have multiple variants of the mice. The one that I have is the SE Plus, which does have this sensor, which is better than the 3195, I believe, but the sensor is supposed to be worse than the hero sensor that the Logitech G305 has. But since I don't play competitively or professionally even, I think this mouse will do just fine. So let's open it up. This is just a basic box. Well, so the packaging was a basic box, which is interesting because it has its own box. So the weight says it's 55 plus minus 3 grams. We have the dimensions, the sensors, 520 milliamp battery, and that's pretty much it. The dimensions 120.6 by 64 by 37.8 millimeters. So we have the pamphlet, some anime waifu, the instructions on what the buttons do, then we should also get some cable and the C mouse feet. So the cable, it is USB-C, is sleeved, but I would say it's quite thin. Though that is quite okay because the cable will be just connected to the PC, delivering power to the mouse, hopefully nothing else. If you would use this cable to power something else, then the cable may not be thick enough. And let's take the mouse out of the garage. So the mouse comes in white or black. So the feet are already on. We have the Bluetooth or Wi-Fi 2.4 GHz and off position. This button, don't really know. I'll have to take a look. And yeah, we do have the dongle, the Wi-Fi dongle that is, and there is also a serial number underneath. So the USB dongle is quite slick. The mouse feels nice on this surface at least. The question though is the clicking. Yeah, that could be quieter, but I don't really use these two buttons that often. Yeah, I do like this mouse wheel. Clicking is also okay. The main two buttons though, I think I will have to change the switches. Because compared to the Logitech mouse, ooh, do you hear that? Probably not. Finally, this mouse does not have a DPI button like most mice. So maybe this is the DPI button on the bottom. Lastly, let's take a listen to this mouse. Now you have just heard all of the three mice when it comes to button clicks and also the scroll wheel loudness. When it comes to the scroll wheel, all of the mice sound the same and feel the same, kind of scratchy. When it comes to smoothness, this one is actually the smoothest, and then this one. When it comes to the buttons though, this one is definitely the loudest, and that is because I did actually replace the buttons on both this one and this one. So I will change the buttons on this mouse as well, but before I do, I will actually test it out to see how I like it, to see how it fits my hand. When it comes to the profile, it seems it's closer to the G305 as compared to this one. So this one has a way pronounced back. So these two are kind of the same. And I do like this one, though this one may be a little bit short, just a tiny bit. So this one may actually be great. Okay, so it's time to plug it in. So I've put the dongle in, it is now on, we see a green light, and the mouse moves. So this button is the DPI, you have the red, which is slow, green a bit faster. I would have to check the pamphlet if we have any values. I will use the blue. I think I'll be able to manage it with some exercise. And lastly, you have the magenta, which at this point is just too fast for me. Okay, so we do have the DPI values listed here. So we have 400, 18, 1600, this is the one that I'll use. And this one is basically double the value. And this one is too fast, at least for me at this point in time. But we have another LED value, which I can't test right now. So it's the LED in the front. Red one, 10% battery value. Yellow, it's charging, and green that it's fully charged. So this is also something that's nice. When it comes to the Wi-Fi dongle, it says less than 2 meters is ideal and maximum more than 10 meters. I think they meant less than 10 meters.
Now you can connect to the mouse interface on the web. It's completely free. The battery percentage was at 20% on January 17th and it started at 85%. Now I also had to disable the mobile synchronization because the mouse was jumping all around. But that is mostly because the receiver was on the back of the PC. And you do have other options as well. Maybe just one more thing that we can take a look at is not the performance but the DPI settings. You can actually change the values to how you like. So the maximum that it goes is to 18,000 DPI. And these are the values that I've used, and now I think I'm using the red one, which is the 6400. And that's a quick look at the important settings.
Let's go test out the mouse in a game. Those guys. I may not be much of a gamer, but the mouse is good, it did well. I also managed to play on the magenta DPI, which is 3200, plenty good enough for me. The mouse glides well. I did not have any issues with the connectivity, even though the dongle was behind on the PC panel, so not in front. What else? Well, it is kind of loud, so I will have to replace the buttons. That will be for a separate video though. When it comes to the price, it's definitely a lot cheaper than the Logitech mouse, which I like. Oh yeah, did I mention it's very light? Because it is. I would say it's even lighter than this 1800 mAh battery for the camera. And speaking of the battery, it has 500 mAh battery, which should last quite a long while. When it comes to the price, I did show you the price on AliExpress, 27 euros. This is the version that I have. When it comes to Amazon, we found that it's actually $28. I would say this is pretty much basically the same when it comes to the unit conversion. And not to mention, if you have Amazon Prime, you'll have free shipping. And even if you don't, you can always send it back if you buy on Amazon, which is not really the case if you buy via AliExpress. So if you do want to support the channel, so I can make more videos like this one, not only can you subscribe to the channel, but you can also use the Amazon affiliate link. And let's see how light is light. This one with some of its cable included, 103. This one with the AAA battery, 84. Just this battery, 48. So this mouse should actually be heavier than it, 56. So I guess the battery feels heavier because it's a bit more compact and smaller. But yeah, this mouse, super light. Now, if I take the battery out, and mind you, it's not just the battery, it's also the adapter, 72. So this mouse is definitely a lot lighter. That's it for this video. So would I recommend that you buy the VXE R1 SE Plus mouse? Well, definitely if you get it for the price that it's listed or less. That's it for this video, and we'll do something else in the next one.